Good morning. Good morning. I know I haven't been on here in a while. I wanted to come in and talk to you guys because it's Motivational Mondays. So this morning I wanted to share a theme that says He's more than enough. Throughout my entire journey, I have had many trials that I've been through, and as I went through each trial, I questioned whether or not I was strong enough to handle it. I was strong enough to go through it, but I still depended on God. I still knew who He was. I still knew His power, but I did separate myself from things that I knew, people that I knew, because I did not know how to share my pain with people and for them to understand. And so I shut everything out. I shut everybody else out, and I just lived. Hi, Earl. And so in going through that, God was able to place me in situations that I never thought I could have been placed in, and He opened up windows of heaven and poured out blessings on my life where right now there is not enough room to receive it. I truly believe that. When the Bible says that, you have to believe it. When it's for you, it's for you. And bring them on camera. Bring what on camera? I'm not quite sure what we're talking about, Akim. But when we believe and we stay steadfast and we stay grounded and rooted in His word, He promises that He will never leave us, never forsake us. And through all I have been through, I can honestly say that God has never left my side. Never left my side. He has given me much more than I could ever have the room to receive. I am in such a high right now. I did not know how powerful that statement was until I saw Him pouring it out for me. Many of you know that I suffered a very terrible divorce not too long ago, and my grandmother died that same year. So I had two heavy hitters at the same time. But you know, when you go through situations, we try to question God. We try to question, where is He when we go through bad things, or when bad things happen to us? We question Him and say, but where were you when all of this was going on? But just like Job, you know, Job was tested, and every time I get tested, I always remind myself about Job to bring humility in place, because if he was walking with God through the time of Jesus being on earth, and he was able to overcome, then who am I to question? And like I said, I always go back to Job, and I refuse to curse God. I refuse, no matter what the devil throws my way, I refuse to curse God. I truly believe that if we stay steadfast, if we stay strong, He will help you overcome. I'm not saying that all my struggles have gone away. There's a lot more that will come in the future, but I know now, and I understand now where my place is, where my purpose is going, and why I had to go through what I went through. In the wilderness, we don't understand the journey. We don't understand the path that we have to take, but we know we have to take it. We know we have to keep striving. We know we have to put one foot in front of the other, and we have to keep working, and we have to keep going on, because if you don't, the alternative is not good. It's not good. The alternative is death. The alternative is depression. The alternative is suicide, and I refuse to go there. So I kept on moving. I kept on praying, and I kept on persevering, because I knew that if he got me to it, he had already made provision to get me through it. And so I lived my life understanding that there is nothing that I can go through that God is not going to take me through. And I have had supportive friends, and I thank them so much every day. If you guys are on here, you've ever watched this, if I've never said thank you before, I say thank you now. Because if it wasn't for you, my true friends, I don't know what I would have done. Hey, Andy, that's my brother. I don't know what I would have done to be where I am now. When you go through that wilderness, you need to have some strong warriors behind you. You need to have some strong praying sisters behind you. Not the gossipers, not the name callers, not the backsliders. You need to have some strong warriors behind you. And I can honestly say I had some strong warriors, people that prayed for me, people that prayed with me. And they kept me grounded. Even when I made decisions that seemed like I was histrionic, they brought me back. They brought me back to my center and kept me focused, and kept me realizing that without God, I can do nothing. I can accomplish nothing. And through him, with him, I can accomplish so much more. And I just want to encourage somebody today on Motivational Mondays to help you understand, yes, you're going through the wilderness right now, but I beg you not to give up. I beg you to keep striving. I beg you to stay focused, and I beg you to get centered, get yourself involved. If you don't want to go to church, that's fine, but I ask you to find a church. I pray that you find a church, and I pray that you find yourself surrounded with some positive praying people that will keep you stable, keep you centered, because without that, the alternative is not good enough. So on Motivational Mondays, I urge you to just keep on striving and to keep on working, because God's not through with you yet. And this is Georgette signing off for Days After. Have a blessed day.